So we've heard that data is profitable, but data is also political, and it may not be progressive. Certainly the way that data is being used with the internet companies, it may actually be reactionary, a catalyst that amplifies what went before rather than a fuel to explore new territory and new futures. Now, we've talked about and heard about data and consumer trust and consumer abuse and its commercial value, and I hope we will talk about the rights of the individual with respect to their data, with respect to a state empowered by their data and businesses empowered by their data, and particularly in a world where data can start to make our very thoughts visible. I also hope we'll discuss the need for a data commons and access to that commons, which is built by our efforts, by the network monopolies. But what I would like to address in my provocation is that the use of data can keep us rooted in the past, because data is lots of datum, that which is given, on the basis of the actions and the prejudices that happened in previous days, months, and years. And data created by humans and by machines and processed by those machines and those algorithms has no revisionism about it. There's no historian coming in to do a second or third draft of that history. You can just ask Word2Vec, which is a particularly powerful algorithm for analyzing text corpora, and ask it whether a nurse is inherently more male or more female. And it will tell you that nurses are female. And if you ask it whether a doctor is inherently more male or more female, it'll tell you that doctors are male. Interestingly, if you say to it, take a politician and take away the lies, what do you get? You get a German from Word2Vec. So our data reflects a particular view of the world that is frozen in time and endlessly conserved. And if you want to make a change, what a data scientist or a machine learner does is they look at their data, but the evidence for the change that we want to make may not be there. That's a normative decision, and a decision that lies in the realms of activism and politics. An algorithm can't really answer a question whether nurses should be male or female, because it'll look at what data has gone before. And so if we don't make this decision about how we treat our data and what we want it to tell us and what outcomes we want, and we leave it to the mathematics of the algorithms, they will optimize and get to the maximal point of reinforcing whatever went before. So our challenge is, how do we deal with the politics of data? Whose voice should be heard as we decide what data should be in, what data should be out? And how do we make sure that these automated systems facilitate to build a world that we want from the data that we've given it, not merely reinforce the world that we had?